What do you guys think of the look? Is it pretty? Is it high-end? Nope. Everything we have on, under $10. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Roseanna. So in today's video, I want to do a full face of all products $10 and under. So that is what we're going to be doing today. But before we get into that video, I would love for you to subscribe to my channel. You can ring the bell. It will give you notifications of when I post, which is every Tuesday and every Saturday. So yep, like, make comments, tell your friends, subscribe, help a newbie out. I would so appreciate your support. And thank you so much for helping me grow this channel. And now without further ado, let's get started. Okay, listen, I went to Sephora the other day. What for? Just look around. Maybe just look around. I left with $186 worth of products. Mind you, just hold on, semicolon, parentheses, exclamation point. My daughter bought like that little, a little roll-on perfume, $36. So we'll deduct that, but still, I will show you what I got in another video, but it got me thinking, everything is so expensive. And when I would see like videos like a full face under 10, it was quick. There were so many products that you could pick from. Not anymore. I'm telling you, $10 and under is very tricky nowadays. I mean, come on. Let's get, can we get back to drugstore prices? Is that even allowed? Is that even possible that prices would roll back? Well, I will tell you this. I have a list here of products under 10. You have to shop around with some of them. Like if you go to Target, it's cheaper. If you buy it on Amazon, it's cheaper. If you buy it like in Ulta, sometimes they're having like sales. So you really have to look into like products. Like if you see something, no girl, that was like $10.12. Well, guess what? They're having a sale now that it's like, you know, $3.99 or something like that. But anyway, gratefully, I have so many products from back in the day. You know I'm on a low buy, even though, girl, you just told them you spent $186. But anyway, I'm on a low buy. So I am so grateful. I have a lot of products that are still under $10. So anywho, let's get started. You know how I feel about drugstore eyeshadows. You know I am not a fan at all. You guys know that. But girl, you can't beat these e.l.f. eyeshadows. These little eyeshadows, they are the bite-sized eyeshadows from e.l.f. $3. Let me look at my stash here. $3. $3. I have, I'm going to keep it neutral, girl. I'm going to try anyway. I'm going to keep it neutral and natural. I have all my skincare on, by the way. I'm still like glistening. My skin feels so damn good and supple. But anyway, I'm going to mix, this one is sugar and cream. Like, what are you, dyslexic? Cream and sugar. Girl, cream and sugar. Let me just open it up for you. So that is such a pretty little palette there. $3. But listen, if you can make good products so affordable, I mean, and the formula is so good, you know, it's us, we're the consumers, we're dumb, we buy it. And you know me, you know I'm a sucker for packaging. I buy it. And then this one is truffle. I just wanted to grab a couple of darker shades in there. So that is what we're going to be doing. I guess we could do that first. Let's do that first. Girl, light to dark, you know the deal. I'm going to just go into this. Take a darker color here, blah, blah, blah. You get the deal. You get the deal. I was thinking like the other day, I'm thinking I really wanted to do, I haven't done like a full glam with like full coverage, eyelashes, girl, which will take forever for me. Can we try to do a wingity wing? You know that's going to take another hour. But anyway, I was thinking about that the other day. And then I got a thought, why can't we do like a glam? Not that we're going to do a glam now. I was thinking about we could do like a high-end and a drugstore. Leave me some comments below if you guys would be interested in that. So I'm going to take the lightest shade and, you know, girl, ooh, I just did my dermaplaning. Is this what this is? This dermaplaning, dermaplaning, and I cut the bridge and I cut my nose right there. So even though you don't think they're sharp, it's sharpity sharp. So you got to be careful. I'm just going per usual, guys. Eyelashes to eyebrows. And then I think I'm going to go in with, there's not really like a transition. Like I really like this color over here, but it's got shimmer in it. So I'm going to take this color here, but lightly. So I'm still taking that fluffy brush. I'm going to just tappity tap. Leave me some comments below, and I'm going to just start building the edge. Leave me some comments below. I'm just not a fan of drugstore eyeshadows. I know people say, oh, ColourPop, which I guess is true since you can get them at Target. That is true. I just never liked to include it at the time because, like, if you can't get it in the drugstore, even though the prices are drugstore prices, I really wouldn't think about, you know, using them as a drugstore eyeshadow, but I really do like them as well. Whatever I have left over, nothing, I'm going to just take and blend this into my nose, the bridge of my nose. You guys know I have hooded eyes. I did ask a couple of videos ago if you guys would be interested. I'm going to just change my brush to something smaller, and I think I'm going to take this color right over here. I asked you guys if you guys wanted me to do a tutorial on hooded eyes. A few of you said a yes, so I will be working on that as I'm thinking about it, because I have to make my own crease, which would probably be right here on the brow bone, because if I didn't, you would never see the shadow. I'm going to just pull this out. We're going to make a mess, but we're going to clean it. Okay, doke. So that is super duper pretty. Is it even? No friggin' clue. I think so. This side is always giving me such a hard time. All right, that's pretty good. Shimmer. I'm going to go in, you know, girl, traditional, usual. This color right over here. It's like a champagne. Beautiful, right? It's like an icy champagne. So I'm going to just go on the lid. Nice. Very good. Okay, so that is that. I'm going to tight line right away. Now I can bring out this doggone eyeliner. You know, I know it's a shocker that I love. You guys know it's the Essence Stay and Play. You know how much I love this doggone eyeliner. $4.99? Yeah, I didn't even look in my stash to see if I had any other eyeliner. I knew it was going to be this one because I love it. This is called But First Espresso. I really don't use black eyeliner anymore. I'm going to just tight line so we can't talk. Give me a second. I just feel like black eyeliner, as I've gotten older, it's just too harsh on my skin, so I just don't use it. Nice. I wanted to tell you guys, I got in and I ordered the rest of the POV, her prepping line, because I had the Whip It, and I didn't have the first one, the Milky Toner, because by the time I got to it, it sold out. Whatever, I think they're even. It sold out, and I didn't have the lip treatment, but I did finally get it. I know it took forever, and I know it's a new company and all that jazz, but it took forever. But I did finish it. I didn't get the primer because, you know, girl, I'm not a primary kind of girl. So other than that, I grabbed everything. So let me know if you guys want me to wait for the rest of the products and we could do a video about it, or if you just don't care, don't do it. Leave me some comments below and let me know. Okay, so this little lover right over here, this is the older packaging, and I don't recall if they changed the formula. Maybe they did, because the numbers don't coincide anymore. But this is the L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Foundation. I have mine in N3. This is Natural Buff. Yeah, I'm white as a ghost. Let's just see. Now, this one in particular, I think it was like 13 something, but it was on sale for, where are you? If I was my foundation, $9.97. So shop around. This is such a great foundation. This one, let me look it up. I think this is a full coverage, or it could be. Let's see. Yep, this liquid foundation locks in the moisture, provides medium coverage with a natural finish. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, that's what I was looking for. I'm going to just shake this little lover up. They do have pumps on Amazon. I mean, what am I supposed to do with this? But I guess this is why people didn't like the old packaging. I took like that much, no clue. And you could see that it's pretty runny. So that gives you a little bit of indication. I'm breaking out like a Snoop. Who breaks out at this age? But I think I know the culprit. Usually if it runs a little bit, that is an indication about the coverage that it's going to give you. Normally if it's like it's not going to budge, girl, that is full ass coverage. I like to stipple. I'm taking the BK Beauty 106, which is my absolute favorite brush. I know people love the angled one, which I have, girl. I think I have two of them. I don't know, but I always go to this one. I don't know why. I just love this one. So I'm just pouncing. I just want to show you the coverage. We'll just do one side. So this is what it looks like. And of course this is without. It really is beautiful. Oh man alive. I'm going to just put a little bit more on here. Look, I mean, look at the mess that I made. I'm definitely not going to use that much. I just wanted a little bit. That is so pretty. I'm going to just put a tiny, tiny bit right over here. I'm just going to pounce. That is so pretty. And I have so much left over. You cannot control this. This is why, look at that. This is why, of course, they changed. Yikes, they changed the bottle, but I wish they didn't change the formula. I really like this one. Okie dokes. Bronzers. I have 2 of them. So I grabbed a few that I had, that just to give you guys some kind of options, because there's so many great ones. Of course, the e.l.f. bronzer. This is the Camo Liquid Bronzer and Contour, and I think this one is $7. And then I just grabbed the Maybelline Lifters. This one, did I write this down? This one is $5, really? Let me look that up. Wait a minute. I want to make sure I'm telling you the right stuff. See now, there you go. It was $8.50 on Amazon. Normally they're $13, $12.99 at Ulta. Target was $9.99. CVS is $12.99. Like I said, shop around. Maybe we'll do one on each side. This one is in 55. I should have got like 60. And I also have like a lighter color, but it's just too close to my natural skin. So this is what 55 looks like. I'm going to take the same brush. I have a towel right over here just to take off some of it. But look at this, how beautiful this is. I normally like to use a dampened like sponge for like my cream, for like, oh my God, like for like my cream products. But look at that. Boom. Easy peasy. I know this one's darker. Let's just do it. This one I have in light medium. And of course that one's a cream, this one's a liquid, and this is more of like a combination of a contour and a bronzer. So let's just see. Again, I'm going to use the same brush. Yeah, this one obviously is way darker. But let's just see. But it blends in so beautifully. I think I like this one better. So that's the e.l.f. And then, of course, this is the Maybelline. I love this one, too. I just feel like, you know, it's just too light. It's just a little bit too light. That's not a little bit too light. It's not a little bit too light. It's just lighter than this one. That's it. You know what? I think we're going to contour the nose with that. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot. That is a lot, sister. And, yeah. So I'm going to do this. And I'm going to clean this off. But this is a beautiful, beautiful product. It seeps in so natural. Look at that chisel. Pow, chicka, pow, 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 pow. That is so nice. That is so friggin' pretty, right? Ooh, I love both products are fantastic. Fantastic. Cream and a liquid. So, so nice. Cream blushes. Again, I have the e.l.f. This is the e.l.f. Luminous Putty Blush, and this one is in Maui. You know, I normally don't like any kind of luminosity in my blush, but this is so friggin' pretty. Look how pretty that is. Just put it over, and it's more of like a sheen. Can you see that? Than like a shimmer, if you will. But I also, and this one is, let me see, the cream blush, $7. But I also have the She Glam for $7, $6.99. So I really love this product too. This one I have in Hush Hush. So I guess we could do the same thing. Let's do Hush Hush over here. Look at how pretty that is. This may be too light, but I also have, I'm going to change brushes. And yeah, that is so pretty. Very, very baby dollish, but really, really light. Like I think I have another color. Is that so pretty? And then I'm going to take my foundation brush and I'm going to just pinch it and I'm going to just swirl in here to grab the product. And I'm going to try that on this side and we'll see. Oh yeah, that is so pretty. Okay, they're both very, very pretty. So that's the e.l.f. This is the sheet lamp that you can hardly see, but you can see it here. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just take the e.l.f. and then just go over the, oh my God, look how pretty that is. Like this washes it out so much, but on here it looks gorgeous-a-mundo. Looks gorge. And it's just whatever I have left over. Oh, that is so pretty. Why though? But why do I feel like I hardly have anything here? And here I feel like it's full, whatever. That is so stinking nice. Okay, that looks gorgeous. Okay, let's do a little bit of concealer. This is an OG. This is fabulous. On Amazon, I think it's like 9 something. So again, shop around. So I'm gonna just, this one is a little light because this was in my light era. I still have a little bit of foundation left over. So I think I wanna just mix the two. If you hear any noises in the background, of course, my doggone computer is overheating. We're not even doing anything. And I'm gonna just, yeah, that is so daggone pretty. Look how nice that is. I'm gonna just take whatever tool you use that has your products, foundation, your bronzer, and just go super close. Look how beautifully that blends, right? That is so, so pretty. So that is that. Let's set the fit. You know, I'm not a setter facer, but I want to just share with you, this is fantastic. This is the NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop mattifying powder. And the NYX set, this one is $9.50. And then I also have the CoverGirl. It's $3.78. This one is in translucent. So I like to use this one for underneath my eyes. It's just a regular translucent powder. You know, translucent, although it does look white. And then we'll set the rest of the face with the NYX, and I think I'm going to use the BK Beauty. This is the 108 for underneath the eye. A lot of stuff I picked up, so please dab it off. And I'm going to just tap. I don't like to use a puff underneath my eyes. For me personally, it just dispenses too much product. Let me just take that. Oh, this is so pretty. Okay, ooh, that is so, so nice. And then with a fluffier brush, I'm going to take the BK Beauty 104 and I'm going to just set the rest of my face. And I really don't like that much powder, so I'm going to just set it with a fluffy brush. I am not going to go back in. That is beautiful. That is so, so nice. Okay, cool. Now that we set that, let's go in with powder products. These are so good. Be careful. They are very, very pigmented. These are, let me see here, $9.57. Again, shop around, shop around. So pigmented, nice and easy, girl. Which brush am I going to use? I'm going to use the BK Beauty 111. I'm going to grab it, tap that bad boy out. It is very pigmented. Ooh, I'm so scared. I'm going to just tap first to get, look at that, to get the product where I want it. And then I'm going to blend. That is so pretty. Look at that. It's so beautiful. I don't like the smell, you know, I don't like smells, scents on my face, but that is so pretty. Why do I feel like I have more on here? Could be me. That is gorgeous. Gonna go in with the doggone blush. Again, be careful. I'm gonna use this Bristles Beauty, but look at that, just to show you. So I would just tap, I'm just tapping on the back of my hand. Same thing, I just wanna tap first. Damn, that is so friggin' pretty. Ooh. Gonna go this way. Look how pretty that is. We're gonna fix that. We're gonna fix that. Go back in with your doggone foundation brush and just go around the perimeter. This is so, now you look like you got makeup on. Yes, you do. Nice. So that is that. Highlighters. This is the Revolution highlighter. Is that the most beautiful thing ever? It's called Just My Type. Look at that. That is so pretty. Ooh. So we're definitely going to do that. Actually, we're going to also use this for our inner corner. My recommendation to you, always tap, tap, tap. It's so hard. Look at that. It's so hard to take stuff off, but you could always add on. Isn't that beautiful? Ooh, beautiful. Tip of the nose, Cupid's bow. That is so nice. Let me grab a smaller brush and go in my inner corner. And while we're here, I think we're going to finish the under eye. That is so friggin' pretty. I'm going to use the same brush, and I think I'm going to take this color right over here, just for the outskirts of the eye, and then I think I'm going to use the bronzer for the rest. So just right here. See that? That is so, so pretty. Nice. You know how much I love this doggone brow product. This is the e.l.f. Instant Brow Lifter. I have mine in, geez, deep brown, and this eyebrow, $3. It is so, so good. I personally like a waxier formula. It is such a good product. And listen, I'm not an eyebrow queen. I think they're okay. I wish they were a little bit fluffier and like bigger, if you will, bushier. But it is what it is. I am so glad that we went through all this stuff. You do not need high end to get a beautiful look. That is so, so pretty. Mascara, girl. I've only been talking about this mascara for years. This is the Essence Lash Princess False Lash Effect Mascara. $4.99. $4.99. Now, you guys have, listen, I know I'm going to talk your ear off. A million times I've said it. It is a gargantuous one, so be careful. You do not need to, my opinion, you do not need high-end mascara to do a beautiful job. Curling the lashes. I think drugstore does a phenomenal job with mascaras. Eyeshadows, not too much, but mascaras, halt. Didn't even dip in twice. Nope. Look how beautiful. Tiny bit underneath. You know, I'm not really a mascara queen on the bottom lashes. That one's just sticking out. That is so, so pretty. So, so pretty. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And then, let's see here. You know what? Darn it. I wanted to set first before I did my mascara. Darn it, but this is the Milani Make It Last. Now, again, shop around. I think I found this on Amazon for $9 and change. Yeah, and Amazon, $9.97. The original, I'm gonna just see if I could, bummer. I think my thing is clogged. You see it's spritzing out, so I am not gonna do it. I don't wanna mess up my face, but $9.97, that, you know what? I think I'm gonna go onto Amazon and get like another bottle with a pump, because, girl, I've only used that much. Absolutely not. But this is a great settings spray. And then all we gotta do is lips. Yep, that's all we gotta do is lips. So let me just take off the lip balm that I'm wearing. I have good stuff here. I have the e.l.f. Creamy Glide Lip Liner, $2. $2 from e.l.f. But then I also have the Maybelline Lifter Lip Liners, and the Maybelline one, $7.99. Let's just swatch this little lover. So the Maybelline Lifter Liner, I have this one in caramel syrup. That doesn't look caramelly, but it is beautiful. So that is that one. Ooh, that looks really nice. And then the e.l.f., and I have so many. I just happen to grab these. And then the e.l.f. is Pinky Swear. Let's do Pinky Swear. Because I'm just looking there. They're all beautiful. That's so pretty. Super creamy. Super, super creamy. This is such a creamy product. So so nice. And then for lip smackins, I have the e.l.f. These are $9. They are so creamy. This one is in Pleased. So that is so pretty. Ooh, it almost matches the lip liner. Maybe it does. So that is Pleased right here. And then I also have tons of the L'Oreal Color Riche Lip Smackin' Sticks. This one is in 300 Ferris Nude. I think I want to use this one. Yeah, that's so pretty. Yeah, let's try that one. Still has like that old school smell, like of a traditional like bullet. Damn, that is so creamy. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? That is gorgeous. So I do have a lip oil, like a lip gloss. I did grab the e.l.f. This is the Glow Reviver lip oil with a shimmer finish. These are $8, but all right, let's put it on. But this is so beautiful. This is so creamy. Isn't that nice? I think I'm going to just put some right on the back of my hand. And I'm going to just tap it. I'm going to take my ring finger and just, yeah. Look at that. Look how beautiful that is, right? That is gorgeous. I think what I want to do is, I feel I'm a little bit too shiny in the T-zone. So I'm going to use this NYX again, but I'm going to use, this is the Nikki La Rose and the BK Beauty. So I think I'm going to use that, still tap it off. I think I'm going to just pat right here. Just in the T-zone. And that is it, my friends. Okay, so that is it. This is my video. We did a beautiful full face, $10 and under. What do you guys think? I think it came out so beautiful. Wow, this came out so nice. You do not need high-end products to get such a beautiful outcome. That looks so stinking pretty. It looks gorgeous. So anyway, so that is it, guys. This is my video. Thank you so much for sharing your time with me. And as always, you guys, be good to each other, love each other, and have a great day. Bye.